Okay guys, so we are still working on poetry and today's poem is called Caterpillar by Christina Rossetti. Brown and furry, caterpillar in a hurry. Take your walk to the shady leaf or stalk or what not. Which may be the chosen spot. No toads spy you. Hovering bird or prey pass by you. Spin and die to live again a butterfly. So what we're going to do is let's look at our poem. And remember we talked about parts of a poem last week. And so remember we said that the poem has a speaker or a voice. And so guys, this person who's probably saying this is probably just a narrator, just someone, or the speaker. It could be our poet, Christina, who is talking in our poem. Let's look at how many lines our poem has. So they kind of already started numbering the poem. They started at 1. So remember, a line is just a line of words from left to right. So we have 1. This would be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so there are 10 lines. We don't have any stanzas in our, actually there's just only 1 stanza in our poem because we don't have any more than that. So let's kind of talk about our poem. Why do you think the author or the poet wrote the poem? So what do you think about that? Why did Christina Rossetti write this poem? Okay, so now that you've thought about it, I say that the poet wrote the poem to kind of talk about the life cycle of a butterfly, because as we're reading it, it says take a walk to the shady leaf or stalk or whatnot, talking about choosing a spot and how they spin and die and to live again a butterfly. So to live again, so they're, after the caterpillar goes into the cocoon, it comes out as a butterfly. So the poet wrote the story or the poem to talk about the life cycle of a butterfly. So let's talk about we have some questions we're going to talk about. Let's see if we can figure out what are the answers. So why is the chosen spot important to the caterpillar? So the chosen spot. So it's talking about take your walk to the shady leaf or stalk or whatnot, which may be the chosen spot. So why do you think the chosen spot is important to our caterpillar? So let's look. It is where the caterpillar will spin its cocoon, possibly because it does talk about spinning. And we know that caterpillars, they find a spot to spin their cocoon. It is important where the caterpillar finds other caterpillars. Our poem really doesn't talk about any other caterpillars, so that's not going to be our answer. It is where the caterpillar will find food. It could be where it finds food. It is where the caterpillar will lay eggs. So it's not really talking about laying eggs. It talks about no toad spy you, hovering bird or prey, or hovering bird of prey pass by you, spin and die to live again a butterfly. So we know that they're going to spin. So it's going to be, it is where the caterpillar will spin its cocoon. Okay. In line 5, what does the phrase what not mean? So I got to go down to line 5. So 1, 2, 3, 5. And I'm going to read the line before it. Actually, I'm going to read everything and then I'm going to stop at line 5. So brown and furry, caterpillar in a hurry, take your walk to the shady leaf or stalk or what not. So what does what not mean? Does it mean to lay an egg, spin a cocoon, other places where caterpillars might go, or become a butterfly? I'm going to say it's not become a butterfly because that's at the very end, or lay an egg. It talks about spinning a cocoon in line 9, so it's going to be other places where the caterpillar might go because it talks about take your walk to the shady leaf or stalk or whatnot. So kind of like, or another place where the caterpillar might go. Okay. Let's look. Actually, we're going to stop right there. You will have 2 questions to answer about our poem after you finish watching the video. All right, guys.